Bless me, Jesus. Good morning, Roni and Tika. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thank the Lord for another day, right? Blessed and highly favored. Happy to be in the number. Yep. I'm trying to figure out what to cook today, but try. They barbecued me some ribs yesterday, and it was so good. So that's what we're gonna be having for dinner today. And I just ate a salad with it last night because I was like, he had made me only one baked potato, and so I was like, last night by the time I ate, I wasn't super hungry, but I definitely wanted some ribs because I wanted them. I've been wanting them ribs, and so I just ate a salad with it last night. But today I'm gonna have my sweet potato for dinner with it. You got pork roast in the freezer for Sunday. Tika, sound like you might gotta pull it out today, girl, and put it in the crock pot and cook something else on Sunday. Hey, if you don't feel like cooking, throw that thing off in that crock pot. Would you and then put you some potatoes and some carrots in there with it? Okay, a whole meal. And make some rice to go on the side. And some green beans if you want to. And some cornbread. Girl, that's Sunday dinner on the Wednesday. Hmm. I will do it. You ain't got no cat. It's all right. You got everything else. Child, yesterday I got on the car off this live with y'all. And it looked like I had on two left lashes, child. I hope it don't look like that today. Because it sure looked like I had on two left lashes. Child, this one right here was good. And then on this side, this one right here was long in the front and short in the back. I'm like, how did that happen? Then it was super curly on top of that. It just looked a mess. I ain't see all that till I got in the car. And I sure wasn't finna fix it. So I wore two left lashes all day yesterday. This the same too, but I switched them around and hopefully they look a little different, child. But Y'all see what I'm talking about, right? Look at this lash. This the lash that was over here yesterday. So I just switched them around, hoping that they, you see, what's wrong with them? Try something ain't right with them lashes, is it? But they sure finna get woe. I ain't putting there another one with them. 'Good morning, Southern Girl. Good morning, Pierre. Long time. Um, good morning, Addie. What is that, Tika? Good morning, Miss Mary. Overly hot Florida. Girl. What y'all temperature is down now? 85, but it gets over 90. Oh, girl, we hotter here. We is hotter here. Yesterday it was 85, but I think the heat index was 102. Mm-hmm. I think it was. Then out of nowhere, for me, it was out of nowhere. Out of nowhere was getting rain and stuff. Well, it didn't rain real bad, but it was more like a shower. But still, it had lightning with it, so that makes it bad enough, and strong winds on top of that. And so I thought maybe a storm or something was trying to form. That mess scared me. I seen them lightning strikes going across the sky, and they was sharp too. Mm. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. So I ain't even gonna say that. Nope, I'm not gonna say that. We're not going to. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I had to do that. That was my first time ever doing that. That was the first time ever doing that, y'all. Y'all know those people be like, eh, doing young people stuff. Eh. No, not hanging on your cheek, child. Lord have mercy. And they ain't even had, they couldn't even tell you. Did they tell you though? Did they even tell you, Mary? See, that's what I don't be liking right now. Folks be seeing stuff on you and they won't even say nothing. Tell me. So I'd rather you tell me and I be a little embarrassed for the second instead of walking around and been on my face all day and don't know how long it's been there and you ain't told me. My nose running. No, he left a whole cluster on my. No! He left a whole cluster on your cheek and didn't tell your child. That's so girl. See? Let me tell y'all something. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. See, that's exactly why I don't play around with clusters and individuals. Because they will embarrass you out here in these streets. And you ain't fixing to be embarrassing me like this right here. You will have on you some individuals or a cluster or something like that. The next thing you know, honey, like Miss Mary said, it was sitting on her cheek and ain't nobody told her nothing. That little cluster bot didn't have enough glue. Or that little cluster had done got sick and tired of being sick and tired. That little cluster was the nerve and you was feeling yourself too. I know that's what I'm talking about, Miss Mary. See, Miss Mary, let me tell you something. What I think you need to do, I think you need to just I ain't even gonna say you're upgrading or downgrading, baby, because if you ask me, it's an upgrade, girl. Upgrade, okay, to use some strips, all right? Because at least if your strip was hanging, flapping, flying, winging, about to fall off, at least you would have known that, okay? So don't be out here trusting. See, you can't even trust your own glue that you use, child. Girl, you can't even trust the individual that you had to win and pay. You can't even trust that cluster. So that's why I say I ain't got time for them doggone individuals. You be walking around here and stuff. You be around here. Your eyelashes be looking like missing teeth and stuff. Cause you be full in one spot, then you be bald in another, or you be full, or you be nice and full, and you be patchy cause you missing some. You know. So Miss Mary V. Girl, I think I'm gonna need for you to get on that train with me, girl, and go on and get you some strips. And even if you're doing them yourself or got somebody doing them for you, girl, let me tell you something, the amazing part about it. Do you want to know the amazing part about the strips? Girl, ask me if you want to know the amazing part about some strips, and I'll tell you, girl. I'm gonna put you on game real quick, like. I know you want to know. I know you do. You should already know the trick. You should already know the amazing thing about it. Because you sat here and watched me just then. If you don't want to know and you already know, type it in there what you think it is. I need to know because I'm so scared of using strips. I don't know how to use them. Child, let me tell you something. You ain't got to be scared to use no strip. If you scared of getting that glue in your eye, Then the only thing that you have to do is wait on that glue to get tacky. That way the glue ain't running and the eyelash ain't gonna be sliding all around your eye. When you stick it up there, it's gonna be like contact. Once it stick, it's gonna be stuck. So that it's gonna be like that if you let that glue dry. But the trick about the strip lashes, girl, they faster, girl. 3 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes, real fast, girl. Just as fast as girl, it's fast. You saw how fast I put them lashes on. Okay, get that glue, stick your honey, let it get tacky, stick it on up there, press it together through. Do the other one. Stick it up there, press it together through. Them individuals, you gotta put piece by piece by piece. Girl, I've been doing them for years, girl. I'm telling you. When I tell you I ain't never sold out on strip lashes, I never sold out. If I had to say that if there was one thing that I had never changed in my life when I first started and just didn't switch out, and only switching I did was lengths. I maybe went from thin to thick, short to long, medium, curvy, wispy. That's the only thing I've changed. But I've never changed the fact that I wear strips. And people ask me that, whereas individuals, I have people that ask me, they be like, "Oh, I love your lashes," and I just be, I don't give myself credit like I should, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not a bragger. Let's talk about it. I'm just not a bragger. I'm not a show off. I'm not one of those that does stuff for, attention of people. I do enough to get by for me. You know what I'm saying? I do enough to get by for me. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for all the extraness. So people tell me, they be like, "Oh, I love your lashes. Like, what kind of lashes you got on? Like, who did your lashes?" I was like, "I did." They be like, "You did them?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "What you wearing?" I'm like, "I'm wearing me some strips." "What? Them strips?" "Yes." "Oh, those look so good. Thank you." I didn't even look at them like that no more. I guess I've been seeing myself in them for so long, I really don't even look at my lashes like, "Oh, these some really nice lashes," because I can't see that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what my lashes look like. I just know it makes me look better when I put them on. That's all that I look at. That's it. That's it. I don't look at the niceness of the lash. I can't see that. I don't know. I just can't. Let me tell you, that's why I was trying to tell y'all about these clothes and stuff that I wear. Let's talk about it. So that's why I was trying to tell y'all about these clothes and stuff that I wear. Like, when I go pick my clothes out, I see cute. I see, oh, this got some color in it. Y'all know, because mostly big folks' clothes is black. You know what I'm saying? Most of our clothes is black. So when I find some color, baby, I'm all for it. Because it's rare that we can get us some cute little colors. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, our colors got to be accessories and stuff. So when I find something that got some color up in there, some sayings and stuff on a cute shirt, baby, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So, but for people to, for people to, thank you, all that. They think you think you all that. Or maybe they just think you all that. Maybe, you know what? They say that, let me think about that thing for a second, because when a person gets jealous of you and they think you all that, right? I don't think that's so much of them thinking that you think that you all that. They think you all that. That got to be what it is, ain't it? They really think that you is all that. And they jealous because they think that you is all that, and they don't think their own self is all that. Wow. Ain't that some shit there? I ain't never think about that thing like that. They really think that you, oh my goodness. Man, that's why people be hating though. That's exactly why people be hating, because they be loving what it is that you doing, but they mad because they ain't doing it. Wow, that you know what? That really makes a difference when you say it like that. Instead of just calling them a hater, let's point out why you is a hater. They act out on their own insecurity. It makes more sense now. Okay. So that's why you can't be mad at a hater, because a hater really like you. Oh my goodness. I did not know that, y'all. I'm being for real. I did not. Why y'all ain't told me this long time ago? Am I new to this? Am I new to this? The haters really like you. They really like you. But they show hate because they are expressing how they feel about themselves. Ain't that some mess? Wow. 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 That's deep though. That's deep. That you can love a person for what they is doing so much to the point where you hate them. And that's why the more you hate them, we have to use what you given. I was just talking about this the other day. We have to use that energy that you given us to keep on climbing and getting better and doing better and progressing, because your hate is nothing but motivation for me to keep grinding, because I may not see where I'm doing good at. I may not see where I am good at. I may not see my growth. I may not see what you see, but you see something that I don't see. So I should use that for motivation, because you really is inspiring me to go harder at what it is that I'm doing, because I'm actually doing a good job. Because if I wasn't doing a good job at whatever it is that I'm doing, then you wouldn't be hating, right? Oh my goodness. Ah! Oh my goodness. I can't really believe that that's what hate really means. Dang. Dang, that's what hating really means, y'all. Hate is love. Hate is the love that you have for someone, and the strong pet and the strong dislike that you have for yourself. Wow. Just think about that. That speaks volumes, though. Just think about that thing. You can love someone else more for what they doing, but you hate them because you ain't doing it. But you don't hate them. You hating yourself for not pushing yourself to do better, to do what it is that you want to do. That way you could be proud of who? If you could be proud of me, right? If you can like me so much, if you could love me so much, you can love you too. But you choose not to do that. Why? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Why you choose not to do that? Why you choose not to do something better with yourself? Why aren't you there? That's what you need to be trying to figure out, instead of hating on the next person, on someone. It's better to tell them, I'm proud of you. You know what? The more you probably tell that person that you hate, you proud of them, or you doing good, speak those things. Speak it. Don't just feel like, oh, I just like this, oh, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And then get jealous. Don't feel that way. Speak that. You speak what you like. You tell that person, oh, you look nice today. Oh, I love your hair. I like your eyelashes. Your outfit is cute. Your shoes is cute. Oh, you smell good today. Or you smell good. Don't say today because sometimes it'll be an insult. You smell good. Ooh, what is that wearing? I like that. What is that you wearing? I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to say that than to just think it and then let that grow into hate. Speak it. Because the more you speak it, the more it may be changing you on the inside. That way you will start doing something for you. That way you will begin to be proud of you. And then maybe you will stop being a hater. Because now you doing something for you. Now you doing something to make yourself stand out, be bold, somewhere something that makes you proud, you know? But mm-mm, that's why it's hard for women to become friends. Mm. Because they hate on people, Southern girl. Good morning, baby D. So yeah, ain't that something though, y'all? That's something to think about. If you ever feel that way, and you ain't got to tell nobody, but if you have secretly been a hater because you really like that, just that makes plenty sense even on here because we get these haters here on YouTube, right? Okay. So one minute they love you, the next minute they don't, but then next thing you know, they reroute and come right back. Let me tell y'all something for certain, two things for sure, three things I know for sure. I've been doing this YouTube long enough to the point where I know my regulars. I know the people that done been here and ain't been here in a long time. People fall off and they think that they just really just backing off, and you don't notice that they. Okay, I'm able to use that again. People is just backing off. They back they backing off and they act like that you don't know that they done backed off. Which it don't bother me because at the end of the day, I'd rather you um I'd rather you back up off of me before a problem. We don't have to have a problem with one another. Just back off. Just back off to avoid problems, right? Because whatever the problem is, I ain't had none with you, but obviously you had one with me for whatever reason, right? Back off. And you ain't even got to explain yourself. So, um, so I see those people that back off. I see those people that has backed off and those people come back. I see the people that was gone for a long time, but then next thing you know, they don't circle back to me and they act like, oh, I've been working, or I've been doing this, I've been doing that. Hey, your life is your life. But they didn't like me at one time. But then they find a reason to have to they whatever the reason is, they come back. But I don't say nothing. I'm not gonna make you feel a certain type of way because I'm the type of person where I'm gonna welcome you back in like you never left. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no problem with you before you left. You left on your own. You left for your own reasons that you didn't like me. You see what I'm saying? But you left because you didn't like me. But you back here, so that shows that you really liked me. But you couldn't stand me. You couldn't stand the fact that you liked me so much. So you had to eliminate yourself out my life. You had to remove yourself out my life. Stop watching me. You had to stop talking with me. You know what I'm saying? You had to stop talking with me. You had to sit in the background and just sit back and just really be irritated and aggravated by me. By me. When I didn't do nothing to you. But it's you that you mad at. It's you that you don't like, because I've never did nothing to nobody. So when I get those people on here that acts like that, and it confuses me sometimes to what had happened or where they went, and then next thing you know, they pop right back up. You dumb stop liking me for your own little reasons. That's why I try to tell y'all sometimes, like, we get these people here on YouTube, and they come in here and they just be talking they little mess, and just saying all kind of stuff, and they almost seem like people that know you, or people that done been around you, or you know what I'm saying, and it's like, oh, we ain't never seen them before. Oh, yes, y'all have. Y'all done seen them before, because these people ain't brand new. If they coming with some stuff that they know, they know stuff that y'all know. Yes, they have. They done been here. But what they did is they done been here for so long to where they know just as much as y'all know. They know just as much as y'all know. And so when they create a new name and come back because they want to disguise themselves of who they was when they was first here, that way they'll look like somebody brand new to y'all, to make it look like it's some drama when it really ain't. That's just been a person that had been watching for a long time, and then they decide to come back with a new name and look like that they know some stuff about you, when the same stuff that they trying to tell about me is the same stuff that y'all already know. And then y'all sit back and wonder, like, who is this? How they know her? Or they act like they know this, or they act like they know her that well. How they know all that? Because they is a regular viewer just like you. And sometimes them regular viewers, them haters, they go a little step further, and they start digging and looking and following you on all different type of platforms and stuff, collecting information, learning who your people is, and all this and that. So when they can start calling out names and stuff like that, it'll start making what they're saying look like it's true. When they don't know shit. They don't know shit. They just waiting on you to confirm what it is that they've been stalking you about. Let's use that word, because basically that's what they're doing, stalking you. So yeah, stalking you about. So yeah, but yeah, I need a podcast. I'm gonna tell you, Miss Mary, I can't do a podcast. I ain't gonna be able to do a podcast, because first of all, I don't really like that. So Sofa T, she had me on, speaking of that, right? So Sofa T, she had me on over on her, platform. Collaborating can be good, but I'm not that person that can collaborate with nobody, because I will tell anybody, and I done told y'all this I don't know how many times, I really don't look at myself like I'm a real YouTuber. And I'm gonna get back to what you're saying about the podcast. It's all going down. I really don't look at myself like I'm a real YouTuber, because y'all know YouTubers get out here and they create content. You know what I'm saying? I just do me. So that's why I say I don't really look at myself like a real YouTuber. I am more of a, if I had to call myself, if I really just had to use that term and just say, hey, I'm on YouTube. I know I'm on a YouTube platform. Okay, yeah, all right. But I would just basically just call myself a lifestyle vlogger, because that's what I do. I just vlog my life. Just vlog, stuff, just not all that, stuff that's gonna really bring me a whole lot of views. That's the stuff that I really don't do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what I'm doing can bring me the views, but it ain't. So obviously what I'm doing ain't what I should be doing to bring in the views, right? But it is what it is. I'm cool with it. I ain't got time for all the extras, all that right there. So Silver T had offered me, invited me over to her channel one day, and I was on the little the live, the screen and all that stuff. But it was all cool. It was all good, She was nice and everything, she was her. But I was so nervous. I was scared, y'all. I wasn't comfortable. I like my people. I like my interaction with y'all. I like who talks with me. I like that. I like that. You ain't talking, it is what it is. But I'm comfortable here. This my home. I'm comfortable in my place, in my space. I'm not comfortable with people that I really don't know. I'm not comfortable with people that I really don't know. And I know I really don't know y'all like that, but still I do. Anyway, I do because y'all done been here long enough for me. I know y'all. New people come here. Hey, I welcome y'all. Y'all happy to stay. Y'all happy to y'all welcome to talk, stuff like that. It's just that I'm just not comfortable doing stuff like podcasts and stuff like that, and interviews and just asking questions and all that right there, because I'm just not that. Maybe we have a little topic or something that we talking about, and I don't have to be the main one talking, maybe. But if I have to be the main one talking, I don't think I could do that, because first of all, I'm really not a talker like that. I'm not a talker like that. It takes a lot for me to start a conversation with y'all, because I really don't have much to talk about. It bring you more subscribers to your channel. It may do. It probably do, but I'm just not that. What am I going to podcast about? Like, what are we going to podcast about? Like, just talking about life or something? Because if I had to talk about stuff like how the podcast, like what I be seeing sometimes, like they be following people and they just be, like the celebrities and talking about what they got going on and all that stuff right there, and the news and all that right there. Like, I ain't into that. I ain't into that. That right there don't spark my interest. Stuff that kind of like seem like it's gonna be like messy drama. I don't really like that. But if we could sit and talk about, relationships, we could talk about men, we could talk about life, we could talk about finances, we could talk about growing, we could talk about, stuff like that. We could talk about God. I like talking about stuff like that. So that's why I'm not much of a talker, because I really, like it's only so much you can really talk about when it comes to that. You may not realize it, but you inspire so many, especially during hard times. I in life. So thank you. You're welcome, Miss Mary. But I don't be seeing that. I don't be seeing that. And sometimes I have to, it's like I be trying to, I don't know, maybe it's good that I am the way that I am with my videos and stuff. I'm just real and I'm just me. And maybe that's good that I'm like that, because I just can't do what everybody else doing. If I gotta make money doing what they doing, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it, because first of all, I don't have the guts to tear nobody else down just to come up. For two, I don't have the guts to do drama, because I'm just not that person. I can't do the drama. And I know that's what's going to bring me the money, but I can't do the drama. I can't, because I'm just not with the messiness. I'm just not. So I can't do it. I can't run around and talk about celebrities and stuff like that. Yes, I may have a discussion, with y'all about what I may have seen or something like that, but to do that on the regular, I can't do that. I can't do that, because that's tearing people down. That's talking about people. And I don't like that. I don't like Exactly. I don't like the drama side of that. I don't like that. I don't like talking about people. I don't like when other people talk about people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially depending on who they talking about and what they talking about. I don't like when people talk about other people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know we're going to gossip, right? But there's levels to it too. And I don't have time for that. I don't like that. I I've just experienced some people that was picking on in a way it's picking to me. Okay, let's talk about it. So if you know a person is kind of a little slow, right? If you know a person is a little slow, and you know this, you could see this, you could tell by they conversation and everything. You could tell. But then you still choose to kind of like pick on that person because they asking a lot of questions or they seem like just gonna get what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Like they just taking too much time, but you know they taking a lot of time because they a little off. And then you find a need, and you know how people they know that somebody's off, or they know that you know I don't know. Slow just ain't got to be the only thing. I can't think of other reasons why people act funny towards you, but they just act funny towards you, right? Because you ain't they cup of tea, basically. You ain't their cup of tea for whatever situation it could be, and you ain't their cup of tea. So then next thing you know, you could be proud. You there. It could be three of y'all. So you is that one person that's talking with that person that is a little slow, and then you got the other person on the other side. They sitting there listening, right? So then it's like you trying to figure out what the you is the one that's holding the conversation. Like me, I'm the one holding the conversation with the person that's a little off. And then the other person on the side, they looking. So I'm trying to figure out what that person is saying, and then or whatever. And then the person on the other side, they sitting there listening. So I happen to look off to the side, and then you see that person off to the side, and they just you know what I'm saying. First of all, that's rude. That's mean, that's ugly, that's ignorant. And why are you doing this behind this person back? Why are you acting like that towards them? Just because the person is I hate when people do stuff like that. Don't treat them like that because they're not up to your speed. Don't treat them like that. They still human too. They still people too. I can't stand when people do that. That's just like when a person is handicapped and people just want to stand there and they just want to look and all that. All for what? On what? A lot of times your ass just standing there just to be nosy, just to give yourself a little bit more time to stare. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just ignorant. It's just ignorant. Everybody ain't the same. And just because, girl, you want to sit here and act like this, right? Towards somebody else. Lord, should I say this? But I got to say it though, right? But I'm going to say it in the nicest way that I can because I'm involving somebody else. But you sitting here and you act like this towards the person that is a little off, right? But then next thing you know, Lord forgive me for what I'm finna say. And y'all don't get in y'all feelings for what I'm finna say. But I'm only speaking facts though. You sitting here wanna act funny, act mean, or be a bully, or be what I'm saying, towards that person that is a little off. But then you got a child that looks like this. How could you? How could you? It don't make sense, right? That's what I be talking about. But people a little bit, but there we go again. There we go again. And see, I'm not gonna treat. I'm not gonna treat that person no different just because you acting funny towards them. I'm not gonna be ugly like you. I'm going to now it's really going to be make me be extra nice to this person. But just to make you look at me like you looking at them like that, now I want you to look at me like that. Because I'm really going to be extra nice to them now. Because you done looked at them some type of way or said something in a certain type of way that I done caught the vibe and I didn't like it. So now I'm being extra nice because they don't have to be treated that way. And I don't like that. Don't sit there and try to talk about a person with a disability that's slow, whatever, because they human too. If they could choose to not be like that, don't you think that they wouldn't be? Everybody want to be normal. What is normal? That's the question. What really is normal? Is you normal when you think you normal? What's really normal? You don't even know what the fucking real normal is. People kills me. People kills me with wanting to judge you, prejudge you off of the way you look, the way you talk, the way you act, what you wearing, what your hair look like, cause you ain't wearing makeup or whatever. I can't stand that. But we ain't even gonna go all into that. But I just had to say that there though. I don't even know how I got there, but y'all know I be all over the place. Like, girl, what is Tiana talking about today, child? Child, y'all know I'm gonna hit all kind of topics, child. We ain't got time to be talking about one thing, cause there's plenty of things to be talking about, honey. It's plenty. We ain't got time to be talking sticking to one topic. That's boring. I like being all over the place. Don't y'all? At least we get more coverage in a short period of time. But when we gotta just sit there and talk about one thing, child, that right there just gets boring. How long can you sit and just talk about just the same thing? Stay on track, Tiana. No, I like being off track. I like that. I like having to start a new conversation about something else and then come back to what I was just talking about because I had done forgot. I forgot what I was saying. Please come give it back to me, Lord. Y'all know I be saying that sometimes. Girl, folks will say stuff in a joking manner. You gotta watch that too. I know. Oh, I know. One thing I know how to do, baby, I know how to read between the lines. I know how to decipher. I know how to do all that right there. Sometimes it might fly over my head. I might not get it right then and there, but it will come to me though. It'll come to me. It just take a little minute sometimes, Cause some people is a little sneakier than others. But sneaky is sneaky. You always be exposed. Just know that. Sometimes a person may say something to you and they just may not. And see, that be me right there. Sometimes I may say something, sometimes I may not. You know. But I'm leaning more to the may not side. And since I said what I just said this morning and realized that haters is really people that really love you and real and that really loves you and is expressing how they really feel about themselves, that speaks volumes to me. That right there make me think a little different about people that, is jealous hearted. Or how all the stuff that I had just been telling y'all about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. You know, the little stuff that I was talking about made me think twice. Girl, you got haters out here. You doing good. And people don't like that. And they looking at themselves and where they're not at or where they could be or what they should have did and they ain't doing it. And so now they love you so much till they hate you because they ain't doing what you doing. Or they ain't doing nothing for themselves. So with all that being said, honey, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Okay? Because if you wasn't doing something right, they had if you wasn't doing it right or if they or if it or yeah, if you wasn't doing it right, they wouldn't have had no reason to hate. So since you doing it right, it's looking good, you doing good, they gonna hate only because of that. So keep giving them a reason because they're giving you keep giving them a reason to continue to hate. And you're not giving them no messy type of reason to hate on you. You just keep doing what you're doing and continue to grow and do better and shine like the bright light that you is. And as long as you continue to do that, they're gonna continue to hate. Ain't nothing that we can do about that. Because I'd rather not shine. I'd rather shine than not shine. I'd rather grow than not grow. Just to make you stop hating? Nah, boo boo. You're gonna have to deal with your own problems. Cause like my good friend love to tell me, honey, and it has stuck with me, and I thank her for telling me this. I can't fix your stupid. Okay. I can't fix your stupid. You gotta fix your own. So with that being said, y'all have an amazing Wednesday. I love y'all, and I will see y'all later. But I gotta get up out of here so I can go make some um haters mad. All right. Peace, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.